Like rice.
Oh, look at you, bars. He's a rapper. He's an artist.
Rolling.
He's a lyricist.
You know, it's deeper than rap.
Yeah. What else?
Deeper than rap. You niggas reaching for cat.
Ooh, reaching for it.
I reached and I cat.
Ooh.
That shit go rat tat. Pat.
Like.
Oh shit. All right. What's up, man? Y'all ready?
Ready.
That was the slowest. Like.
Nigga gonna die.
You snorking?
Nigga said shit go.
I can't believe
Sound like
you
a
did that.
oinker.
All right. CWTFB Radio. You know what time it is, man. I'm Charlie Machine alongside my Choco Bliss. Honey Kiss, never miss my good sis. Big Bells from a big block.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
I'm good, baby. How you doing?
I'm excellent.
What did I say about projecting your voice the other day? Speak from the diaphragm, my love.
Use your outside voice.
I'm excellent.
Oh, you're excellent now.
I'm excellent. Yes.
Oh, okay. We got big bro, brother Rick, aka Fifth in here, man. What's up, baby?
What's happening?
How you doing, man?
You know, living the dream.
Living the dream. What is the dream?
My life.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yo, Fifth, what's up, man? You ain't been here in like 16 weeks.
You know, I like to not be here sometimes. And, you know, do my own shit. But, you know, been chilling. You know, hanging with my son, the dogs, the wife.
Right.
Normal shit, bro. Just being a dad, man.
I love it, man. I love it, man. But
Good.
let's get straight into the mix, guys. We got a mix this week. DJ Machine in full effect.
Thought there was more.
We in here. Episode 262. What's up, my brother, my sister? What's up with y'all, man?
Colin, man. What up, what up, what up, what up?
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
All right.
Shooting some.
What-
Yo, whoever called basketball b-ball ever?
B-ball?
Yes. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool down. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. B-ball? Never.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah.
Because that song was just for that show, right? Like it wasn't like a single drop.
You know that it's longer.
There's an
than-
extended version?
There is.
There is.
It's mad.
Extendo clip version?
Yeah,
Definitely. It's a full song.
It's like a 4-minute song.
It's probably not a good song.
I mean, it got a Grammy, I think.
That song had the Grammy?
Who knows, bro?
I don't know.
Will Smith had a Grammy.
Whatever, but anyway, man, let's get into these sponsors, man. Always sponsored by the Sound Lab. You already know what's going on, man. We're in the Sound Lab at 60 Skinner Street in Brockton, Massachusetts. That's the rear part of the building. We're in the Media Lab, which is one of the rooms in the Sound Lab. This is the Media Center where you take pictures, videos, things of that nature. We have 3 rooms, Altitation. What was that? Elevation, Altitude, and Summit, right? That's 3 studios.
Alta Summitation.
Yeah, Alta for fabrication. We're here. Go on Sound Lab MA. I think it's an altitude, longitude, whatever. Celtics in 6.
That's funny as shit.
Altitude Summit Room. Whatever room, Blue Moon.
Blue room, red room, whatever. All right. Go to soundlabma.com, man. Whether you need to book a session, whether you want to become an intern, whether you want to look into some consultation, things of that nature, man. If we don't have the answers, we will find somebody named Sway to get you the answers, right? Because Kanye says he does have the answers now, right? That's soundlabma.com. Whatever you need, man, the Sound Lab is a one-stop shop. In fact, the Sound Lab is the cheat code, motherfucker. Also sponsored by my man Boston's Hair Flow over at the Temple of Groom. 2 locations, Cambridge, right? So there's one right on Mass Ave in Cambridge. There's another one right on Com Ave in Boston. That's the Fenway area. If you're looking for a real luxury haircut experience, fellas, run up in there, go see my man Boston's Hair Flow, man. He's going to get you right. Sharp lineups. I'm talking about like real experience fades. I mean, the flick of the wrist on the fade is insane.
Razor
you know
sharp
what I'm saying? At the Fenway location, there's actually a multimedia space with a camera like this on a tripod. If you get froggy, you want to fucking shoot a podcast, you can fuck around and do that. If you're a regular, he might bust out the blue label. He might bust out the Macallan 18. You already know, like, the bar is always stocked up, always with some real good shit, real high quality, real classy shit, man. I'm talking about steam on you, pause, you know what I'm saying? Open up your pores, pull your ingrooms out, neck up only, you know what I mean? And things of that nature, man. Shout out my man Boston's Hair Flow. Shout out Temple of Groom. 3rd location coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Coolidge Corner. Wait on it, man. You already going. You know we're gonna let you know what's going on with that, man. But yeah, we here. We got a lot of shit to talk, man. What's up, man?
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fuck you mean we do? Like we weren't in the same group chat? No?
I'd be late to the group chat. Like,
You be in it.
I legitimately be having to, like, catch up real quick.
Because you mute us.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Who told you that?
You know the first thing I want to talk about? Because we didn't get to talk about this, and it's been a little bit.
Okay.
Just hilarious.
Oh,
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to talk about this, but I guess just with the guests and things of that nature, we just kind of let it fall from, but I wanted to chime in on it, man. Mm-hmm. So y'all know what happened with Just Hilarious. She went on live. She went crazy, started going off about Lauren LaRosa. I almost called her Lauren Lorenzo. Lauren LaRosa kind of taking her spot, in a sense, on the Breakfast Club because she was on maternity leave. Whatever, Lauren comes in. She reads better than her, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She speaks English better than her because she don't say shit like you know what I mean, and shit like that. So then, people like Lauren. I like Lauren. I personally like Lauren. What y'all think?
I don't know. I haven't thought much about it. Honestly, after seeing the clips and things like that.
Motherfuckers say you look like Just Hilarious.
You know what's so freaking crazy? My best friend literally just said that to me the other day. She's like, you know who you remind me of? And I don't want to say it. And I'm like, who?
You know who you remind me of?
And he's like, Jess. And I'm like, why y'all think I remind you of every dark-skinned girl with full lips? Yvonne Orgy.
I don't even know
Just Hilarious.
Who's
the girl
Yvonne?
Insecure. From Insecure.
Her last name is Orgy?
Her last name is Orgy, yeah.
Wow.
Which one is that? What's her name on the show?
Oh, wow.
Didn't you watch the show?
I did watch the show,
What's the
but
girl
I
from
remember
Bel
real
Air?
names more than
That's
that's
friend?
Coco Jones.
I love her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who is it?
She is fucking
Issa's
delightful.
best friend. Why don't I?
Oh,
remember?
Issa's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What show?
Insecure. You haven't seen it.
I have
can
seen
tell.
Insecure. Me and Amy love that shit, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Issa's
The
best friend.
The Issa's best friend.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I mean,
Boy, if you
it's
watch
been a
the
minute.
show, you remember what she looked like.
Molly.
Molly, that is her name.
It's so fucked up. I don't even remember what that is.
You're
But
ridiculous.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
I remember Molly now. My fault.
I feel like certain things don't, even if it's a public platform and you have, all this viewership, I feel like certain things don't belong online, especially when it's, when you start working with people regularly and you're around them all the time, depending on the, atmosphere, you kind of become family. And some things I feel like get distorted and confused when we start to allow outsiders into the conversation without all of the pieces and without all the context.
Right.
So from the outside looking in, it kind of looked like, I could understand how Jess might have felt like she was being pushed out when originally that may not have been the plan. But in her absence, things shifted and changed, and I feel like that's a natural thing that happens. If you leave and you go away, like when I left, the ship still has to sail. You understand what I'm saying?
You see, but you left differently. Like when you left, we had a whole episode with the person who would be filling your seat.
Yeah.
And we spoke about you leaving.
Yeah.
Right? So it was a different transition of power. It was a different transition of trust. Whereas nobody told this girl to get pregnant at the height of her fucking career.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? She did that.
Yeah. Well, and she said that she planned it. She said it wasn't a surprise.
Stupid plan. You know what I mean? If you ask me, from a man's perspective, I don't care about being sensitive, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, no, it's not even about being sensitive. From a man's perspective, somebody who can't get pregnant or have kids,
right,
but can only plant seeds. So
yeah,
there's that.
Drop me seed here. Boom.
But what I will say though is that obviously we ain't got all the facts. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but it just seemed very a little bit catty. Like I always find it strange when somebody brings up a conversation that was had. Like I'd be like, yeah, that's why. What's her name, Lauren? When she was saying like, this is why I pulled you to the side and did this, and we had this conversation, and I said this and that, and then Jess is like, well, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
How do you not remember a whole conversation that was had?
She got baby brain. She's gonna blame it on that. That's what y'all women be doing.
There is that too.
I got baby brain. I got milk in my titties, so I don't remember shit.
But pregnancy brain is real.
Whatever. You're professional. Shut up.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like it was unnecessary for it to kind of play out, because then it pits one side of the internet for Lauren, one side of the internet for Jess.
Right.
It's just like it was just a little bit messy, and I didn't think that it needed to play out that way. But I don't know. I can't say too much about it.
Brother Rick?
I didn't care. That's women's business. I don't really interfere in that kind of bullshit. But
this nigga wants to remind you niggas that he is not a media nigga. Every time he is
I didn't really care about it. I saw it and I'm like, these people are dumb. This is a text message or a phone call or a FaceTime conversation.
Yeah.
But that's what this is what gets ratings going. This is what gets conversation going, and this is what brings traction to a platform. So having that, live conversation, then bringing it onto the live show, it just seemed like it was a good opportunity to, one, build her fan base up after she's been absent for so long, and two, just kind of bring some things to light. These are conversations that are had behind closed doors that should have probably stayed behind closed doors, but these are conversations that I had, and people aren't talking about them. So although it was stupid and probably the wrong way to go about it, it did give it opened up the door to have a conversation that people aren't having, which is, what happens when somebody is replaced because they have to go, or life happens. How does that look, and what does that look like, and how do you work around that, and how do you navigate through that? I think that's something that happened, and now, as you can see, they're doing like TikToks together, and I'm pretty sure ratings are up as a result of that conversation. So
at this point,
I'm not a fan of all media is good media, as long as people are looking, but that's what looked like it happened, and it worked. And again, woman's bullshit. Again, text message, FaceTime, text, TikTok, whatever. Use that shit. Have that conversation
on dogs,
and keep us the fuck away from it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was necessary for her to go on live and do all of that. Like, I thought that was crazy.
The live confused me a little bit, just because it was like she was saying like, no, I don't. It's not that I dislike her. And then the compliments kind of didn't feel like compliments to me.
I like Lauren. I chose her to replace me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's
my thing is just like, just shut the fuck up. You ain't have no pull, my nigga. You are an employee, my nigga, at a place that's an umbrella at iHeartRadio, nigga. This is Charlemagne and Envy show on iHeartRadio, my nigga.
Yeah.
You talking about Charlemagne, who has his own network, Black Effect. You talking about Envy, who's like one of the most world-renowned fucking DJs that we know. These niggas hold so much weight within this music and media space, my nigga. And you are a comedian who got Instagram famous and they just liked your vibe, nigga. They gave you an opportunity and you acting like you giving other people. You didn't. Oh, I chose her. Shut up. Like, you might have liked the chick, but
well,
I don't think she really had pull on who the fuck was. Nigga, you could have said, yeah, I want Lauren. And if whoever made the decision, it wasn't going to be Lauren. Because even Charlemagne has even said himself, there's a lot of things that go on here that I don't have any say on. So if Charlemagne is saying that, I can't imagine that Jess Hilarious is holding more weight than him after being on that station for almost 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not hearing that shit. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
Right? You just got here. You just arrived. Barely even really arrived, nigga. You showed up. You know what I mean? Type shit. And it was just poorly executed. It just showed a lack of awareness. It showed a lack of professionalism. And it just showed some ghetto chick shit. Like, I don't like it.
I mean, I don't know.
That's why niggas like Lauren.
On air, I don't think. See, I don't like that. I don't
The
like
live. The
live. I felt like I'm not really sure what the motive was. Who, like
the live is the reason why we're having this conversation. Because if the live never happened, it would have never been a conversation on air. It would have never been. She could have just shut the fuck up. And they even said, though, we had a meeting the other day. Why didn't you say this when we was in the meeting?
Yeah. That's what I mean is like it has to be online type of thing, because I think a lot of the focus was about the comments and what other people were saying and how other people felt and what other people thought. And it's like, these people are just viewers. A lot of these people are trolls too and bots, and like it doesn't.
And she
really
fell
matter.
for the bait. That's all it was. She fell for the bait. The comments was lit. You know, she was getting tore the fuck up, and she reacted. And that's just to show you that, you know, there's a lack of maturity as far as like being media savvy. She failed that. And I think that another thing I did have a problem with was the fact that Charlemagne and Envy decided that they wanted to have this full-on conversation on air. I know a lot of the times that, you know, you're just kind of freestyling the conversation, but I think a lot of that should have been omitted. And, you know, people should have.
I don't know, bro. I feel like at that point they needed to have it.
Yeah,
because she called for that, bro.
Yeah.
She kind of forced their hand. You could clearly tell they didn't want to do it. Charlemagne was cracking jokes the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
like the nigga, the beige rage got fucking all mad and shit.
Beige rage.
You know what I mean? The nigga
was like, well, that was very light skin.
Yeah, right.
Charlemagne's not a serious guy.
And I hated the way Envy was doing it, because, you know, Envy, he's a good guy. He's like, he's the nice guy, right? And he's like, yeah, you know, I F with you the long way. And I'm like, man, shut up. Don't try to swear if you can't swear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hated it. I was like, dog, like, what are we doing right now, man? But Lauren, Lauren, that girl is talented.
Yeah,
she's super talented. She comes prepared every single fucking time. I mean, spot on. And I think she's not nearly as funny as Jess, right?
Right. And
Jess is hilarious. Like, Jess hilarious, right? Like she's funny, right? So she has that down pat. But I think that's it. Yeah. Like, I don't think she was made for this. Like, that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's really good at what she does, you know, comedically. But I think as a broadcaster, I don't know, man. Half the time I be watching this shit, she don't know what the fuck's going on. Chick don't be doing no research.
Yeah.
And then you got Lauren over here with the facts. And then not only the facts, you got shit that you can't even look up online that she's talking about. You know what I mean? Lauren be coming with it, bro.
Yeah.
And she be putting that shit on too. Like, she be walking in there looking all good, skin looking all glistening and shit, like all moisturized and shit. Not saying that Jess ain't. because Jess,
Yeah,
you know, she be doing her thing. She be doing her one too. But it's just that know-how, that confidence that Lauren walked in there with, and as being a younger woman.
Yeah.
It's, oh my God, like it was like the perfect timing for her.
Yeah, but it's also experience. I feel like Lauren
TMZ,
definitely had a lot more experience
Yeah.
working with TMZ. She had an opportunity to learn the business
Right.
outside of what Jess Hilarious is learning. So I think over time we'll be talking differently about how Jess Hilarious is on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she'll be, you know, well
Seasoned.
versed within her,
Yeah.
you know, her realm of work.
Yeah, in that respect, I feel like she does deserve some grace because it's like,
She's new. She was on
Yeah.
Instagram, bro. There's no filter. There's no direction. It's just her doing her thing.
Yeah.
And she took that and brought it to the Breakfast Club, which is a nationally televised, you know, radio station. So we got to give her a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, but when you jump into a lane, you have to remember what lane you're jumping into, and that's all I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like just read the room, understand where you are now.
That
You know
comes
what I mean?
with time.
Like, yeah, but as a grown ass adult, bro, like, does it need to come with time? Like, because you did it for long enough where you realize where you're sitting now, right? To the point that you feel like this throne is yours. And if it was like a month or two that she was doing it and then she went on maternity leave, I don't think she'd be popping off like this. You know what I mean? I felt like she, you know, quickly grew to become comfortable with what she was doing. There was like a whole thing, like they went on the Russian roulette with a whole bunch of guest hosts and things of that nature. And then they finally landed on Jess Hilarious. So she needed to understand what she was actually embodying. So I'm not trying to like come for Jess, man. Like I was just really disappointed at her as being the older woman, as being a black woman basically going against another black woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because even if she didn't feel that way, that's how it's going to be portrayed. That's how it's going to be viewed. Because it's like, dog, like, y'all don't even got to be in competition, my nigga. Y'all are both good at different shit. You know, you really, like, the things that Jess is good at, Lauren could never.
right.
The things that Lauren's good at, Jess could never. But the things that Lauren is good at, Jess can actually learn to become good at. The things that Jess is good at, Lauren can't.
Yeah.
You either funny or you not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You either like comedically inclined or you not. So it's like you need to understand your place of power and don't let nobody fucking trick you out your bag. My nigga. And she literally fell into the trap with the social media thing. So I was just really disappointed in her.
I mean, but okay, yes, but I'll also say this, right? It's difficult to be, I mean, I can't even say that. It would be difficult for me because I'm not at the place that Jess is at. I'm sure Jess is used to comments and used to like people saying crazy things because prior to Breakfast Club, she was just Hilarious on Instagram.
Right, going crazy.
But maybe the comments were different. Maybe now it was like the attacks were different. And so she felt like she needed to voice that. And I feel like a lot of the time, sometimes when black women voice their opinion, they kind of get a little bit of a... People don't understand it because of the delivery, right? Now, for me, looking on my end as a black woman, some of the things that she was saying, I'm like, all right, this is a little shady, girl. Like, this don't sound like what you really want to say. I'm not really sure if you think you're communicating in the way that you believe you are. But sometimes we get in the heat of the moment, or maybe she didn't prepare to have that conversation enough. The words that you choose to use and the way that you say things comes off in a negative light when maybe that was not the intention. Because at the end of that conversation, she did have tears in her eyes. So I feel like maybe she felt like she wasn't necessarily being heard and she was trying to communicate something and it wasn't coming across the way that she wanted it to.
Yeah, but you didn't have the words for it. But what I will say, all in all, the way they flipped it, like Fifth was saying, they doing the skits together. The spot is mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all of that. Like, the job is mine. That's what it was. Yeah, the job is mine. And seeing their chemistry kind of build off of that, I like the space that they're in now. You know what I mean? I just felt like it was a misstep because it could have been a conversation on the show. Yeah. Like she could have just went to them and be like, "Yo, look, this is how I'm feeling." Blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure they would have talked about it, and it would have been a little more, a little more structured conversation. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when you pop off on some Lone Ranger shit, and then it's like, nigga, now we gotta talk about it. Like, what are you doing, right? And it was, you know, it wasn't planned. It was sloppy. Beige Rage talking about he's about to go get a bubbling water. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Charlamagne is going crazy. Lauren came back in with the facts. Jess was just getting ambushed. That she set up herself. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you just set yourself up to get fucked up. Like, goddamn. I mean, but best of luck to them, man. Because I love the Breakfast Club. Like, you know, like you know, there's a lot of nationally syndicated shows, man. But that's probably the one I watch the most. Yeah. You know, so shout out to them, man. You know what I mean? Wish them the best of luck. But let's get into the ratings before we get into anything else, man, because we just spent a lot of time on that. Red Cups of ratings, man, this week, just like every other week, we got 2 projects we're going to rate. This first one we're going to talk about is, I don't think it's anybody we actually rated before. Have we rated Finalia before? No. I don't think so. But this is actually a collab project. It's my man Easy Money and Finalia. They dropped Drug Money. Now, Drug Money is about 11 tracks, 42 minutes. What y'all think?
I don't think anything because I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, Bells, yeah.
I apologize.
She pulled a Just Hilarious today.
Excuse
I don't even know what that means.
I beg your pardon.
But they say you look like her, so fuck it. That's what you did. Okay. Brother Rick.
All right, so this was cool. I listened to it a couple times because I do my homework.
What are you looking at me like that for? This is the first time this has ever happened. Let me just say that. Let the record show. This is the first time, okay?
Well, I do my homework all the time.
You know, things happen.
I don't miss days.
It's all right.
Oh, really? You just missed like 14.
I didn't miss any ratings. I didn't miss any ratings.
He doesn't actually.
I don't miss ratings. He
doesn't.
All right, so this was cool. I did enjoy this. Easy Money. Love his bars. Definitely a seasoned rapper. My style of rap, a little bit old school, so you know I do enjoy that boom bap shit. Finalia, pretty cool. I liked him. Favorite track was Doing the Most with Terminology. Terminology dropped, you know, a legendary verse, but he always comes correct on the track, so it's what's expected. He had Fabian on here, who was on the show.
Oh my God!
Fabian did his thing.
He loses his fucking mind.
Definitely displayed his penmanship on the record, and I enjoyed that. And of course, we had, you know, Boston's mayor, Lou Armstrong. Thank you.
The mayor.
Shout
out Lou.
Himself. Lou came on there. Wasn't expecting it, but it was good for him to close out the album. It was good. All in all, solid body of work. Production was meant. Engineering was good. I enjoyed this. This was good workout music.
Okay. I liked it too. I know Finalia. I'm very familiar with his work because back when I used to rap, that was one of the names that was doing this thing. He was already well established within the city, within the scene. I do think that because Finalia has been away from music for a little while, he has felt a little rusty. But he can still rap. But Easy Money washed him on this shit.
I mean, yes.
Easy Money killed
on every
him,
record.
Like, I'm sorry, bro, but like Easy was fucking dusting you, my nigga. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, god damn, nigga, fight back. You know what I'm saying? But Easy, you know, that's ST. That's Terms Crew. Easy, one of them niggas. What I liked what Easy did on this was he was giving you grown man bars. And I think that was one of my favorite songs. What was the shit? God damn, what was the shit called? The one that you talking about, like, Rap Your Age. Yeah, there you go. Rap your age. Like, my man's talking about like, yo, look, you know, we doing different things. We making investments. We buying properties. We doing, but I will shoot you. Don't get it fucked up, right? And I'm like, I love this shit, my nigga. Like, it's like, yo, look, man, you know what I mean? We ain't even on that, my nigga. But hey, if that's what you want,
we got
you gonna get what you want, my nigga. So I love that because any nigga who dibbled and dabbled or was heavy rooted or whatever, you go through that. You know, it's like I seen Game say to an artist the other day. I mean, not to an artist, to a fan. A fan said "fuck you" while he was rapping. Game calls the nigga on stage. He tells the nigga, "If I was 25, I would have whooped your ass, but I'm 40 now, and we gotta think a little differently." And that was the message that I was getting from this whole body of work. Yeah, it's called drug money, but hey, you know,
hey,
sometimes you gotta get a little drug money. You know what I mean? And your story's not gonna change, even if you do. So you're always gonna have those stories to tell. Yeah. You're always gonna have those experiences to reach back to and speak on that. So I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of niggas that tell you like, yo, you know, you ain't even doing that no more. Yeah, nah. Like, right. But I did it.
Right.
But I did it. So I know what the fuck it's like. So these balls is coming from a real place. Yep. Right? So that's what I loved about it. It just felt really authentic from start to finish. And I'm not shitting on you for Nelia, my nigga. I'm not saying that you can't rap, bro. I'm just saying I just enjoyed hearing Easy Money more. You know what I mean? Because y'all both did y'all thing. Y'all both represented. I love seeing the Boston and the North, you know, coming together. Lawrence, you know, putting on the 978 and the 617, and y'all linking up with Term, have him on there. Static Selector. Fabian lost his fucking mind like he always does. Lou Armstrong, you know, brought it together. You know, brought it together and shit. You know what I mean? This is my type of rap, man. I like hearing shit like this. Older nigga rap, niggas who's seasoned, who's been through it. Boom, back, click, clack. You know what I mean? Get back.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about when we gave Easy Money and Finalia drug money out of 5 red cups. We gave this one 4.1. Shout out my guys, man. Shout out my guys.
That's a good score.
Because, you know, production was solid. Engineering was solid. Lyrics was good. You know what I mean? Authenticity was definitely there. Cohesion was also definitely there. So this was a solid project, man.
Absolutely.
All around, bro. Let's talk about the next one. The next project, we got one of our favorites, man. One of our favorite, you know, guys from the city. One of our favorite shit talkers from the city. You know, he be talking shit, but a lot of the times he ain't even talking shit. It's the way that he says the shit that he's talking that sounds like talking shit, but he just be saying shit. We talking about my man Last Days with Boston Boy 3. This one right here is 15 tracks, 44 minutes. Take it away.
Let's go, Bells.
My baby Last Days.
Oh boy.
You her baby now. You heard that last? You her baby now.
That's my baby and I'm his baby. Listen, my favorite.
Can you imagine Last Days being a little spoon with bells?
It wouldn't. I'm too small. I'm too small to be Big Spoon.
Oh man.
But my favorite thing about this album was everything. I literally have not one complaint. And if I'm being honest, I listened to this first and it took over. So I didn't even listen to the second album because I literally just kept listening to this one.
Yeah.
Not one skip. Not a thing out of place. This was mint perfection. I'm talking about everything about. I have no complaints. Production, engineering, lyricism, authenticity is very Boston.
Yeah.
Very Last Days, very Boston, very on brand,
Very
very
Dirty
authentic. Like, it was excellent. I started listing my favorite tracks, and I'm like, oh, it's like the whole album. Right. But I want to say like my favorite on the album, in no particular order. Don't Call Me Twin. Lessons with Prince Rich. Creeping With Me with Samba. And If I Say So. I love the crisscross sample.
Say So, yeah.
Yeah. But Don't Call Me Twin was my favorite. I
like that.
Don't call me twin. Don't call me bro. You ain't my mom, your friend. You ain't my mom, your friend. Stop acting like you know me. That was my favorite. But yeah, perfect. I have no complaints at all.
Real shit.
All right.
Big bro.
So, it's the last days. Shout out to you because you are my son's favorite rapper.
Shout out to that.
A couple years ago, and you know, he's in and out the house. Copper. He really don't.
Copper.
You don't know what it means, but you know, I'm gonna let him rock because you know, I'm sure that's why you make the music so that you know you could create future coppers. Yeah. But yo, this shit was amazing, man. I could definitely tell that. You know, you believe in your craft, you believe in your work and your abilities as an artist, and you display that throughout the whole album. You got a quality verse from Butcher.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got
Benny.
You got an amazing hook and song with Samba. I'm hoping that you shoot a video for that because, you know, the bitches are going to go wild for that. Yeah. But you already know
and
that.
The women.
I ain't got to tell you that. Fuego Bass did his thing, man. He came through, dropped a crazy verse. You have fucking Trap Hefe, man, the city's own, man. You just did your thing, man. This was a phenomenal album. Shout out to Dallas Rose. Sorry, Chiz. The nigga did an amazing job putting this shit together, man.
He walked on those beats.
Like my man was in his bag putting this shit together.
Said sorry, Chiz.
Yeah. I said sorry, Chiz, you know. You know, I'm a real nigga, you feel me? But nah, this was amazing, man. Listen, this was a great body of work. I really have no complaints, man. I bump this shit all the time. I've been bumping it before it was released on DSPs. This shit was good, man. You know, you really did your thing. So, greatly appreciated, nigga.
Great body of work. Hands down, best Last Days project I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yes.
Days, you did your fucking thing, man. Chef's kiss, bro.
That's why he be telling y'all can't rap.
And like he said, I hate you niggas. I felt that in my heart. Like he always says that. My fault, Chiz. When he said, I hate you niggas, I feel that. I feel that in my heart.
You know, you got the skits.
Yeah.
You got the references. But just the bars themselves.
Yeah.
At Lolita's with my favorite eater. That's some real Boston shit right there. You know what I mean? Like me and Streets was making a joke about this shit, nigga. We gotta write some Boston bars. Like, you know what I mean? My man's hit me up and said that's a bet. We in the 88L on the way to Fat. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's the type of shit that you want to hear from a nigga who's prominent within his city, man.
Yeah.
Talk that shit. Speak those landmarks, man. Talk about where you be at. Talk about what you be doing, man. Failed System. I love that record because, you know what I mean? He was talking about the failed system. Free Josie, man, for real. My favorite song, I ain't gonna hold you, is the attention grabber. Say So.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Dallas Rose. I think he's a shitty podcaster, but he's a great producer. I never took that away from him. Like his producing is elite. He's great. He just sucks as a fucking personality. The nigga's boring. Like he's as interesting as a doorknob. You know what I'm saying? So, but when the nigga makes beats, the shit be fire. So I understand why you would keep those type of Saxons around. You need certain Saxons. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Days. I think Dallas Rose produced 12 out of these 15 songs.
Wow,
yeah. Dior, right? I think was on there too.
Nah, it was hold on, he told me. Rich Teo, right? So Rich Teo did 3 of them. Dallas did 12 of them. And look, I expected that.
Yeah.
If we're being real, if it wasn't for Last Days, a lot of you Boston niggas wouldn't even know who the fuck this white nigga is. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real. So shout out to Last Days, nigga. You should be thanking him every day, Dallas. But nigga, like, this fucking album was phenomenal.
It really was.
Like, Benny lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, he did.
And, like, the fuck
Phenomenal.
SMS went crazy. Samba went crazy.
Yeah.
Prince Rich, niggas don't talk about him enough.
Listen.
My nigga. Like, Dirty Hawks, he's always been the nicest out that camp, bro. And Days will tell you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he just don't rap enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this nigga's nice. Like, you know what I mean? He's always been nice. Yeah. And it's like, and it doesn't matter how long he stays away from the music, he comes back all of a sudden and gives you a verse and just reminds you that I'm really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck. You know what I mean? Fuego bass, trap jefe. But a lot of the songs that I liked a lot was the solo joints.
Yeah, he did his thing, man.
Bro, like,
He really did.
You know, stuck in the way.
Yeah, stuck in the way was real good. All I know.
Fuck, man.
Failed System was fire.
Yeah, Don't Call Me Twin was definitely.
I love
was
that
definitely
song,
one of them, man.
Like,
I'm not your motherfucking
point somebody's face, like acting like you know me.
I like that. I like that because there's a lot of niggas out here that be faking off of fucking
homie.
fabricated ass relationships.
Not my friend.
And even niggas who be around you every day that low key ops, nigga, that you don't even fucking
like
know,
you.
nigga. Like, you be like, nigga,
Don't
you might love me, my nigga, but do you like me, bro? Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So that song was multifaceted, man. Yo, Days, you did your motherfucking thing with this, man. Like, thank you, bro.
Yes.
Because I remember shortly before this, me and Days, you know, we talked. He was like, man, fuck this rap shit, man. I ain't doing this shit. All you niggas suck. All you niggas is doing the same thing. Y'all wearing the same shit. Y'all fucking the same bitches. Going to the same restaurants. Driving the same cars. Talking about the same shit. I ain't doing this rap shit. You niggas is corny, nigga. Yeah. And y'all niggas is broke. You know what I'm saying?
That sound like him.
And I'm like, damn. And then it's like, and you know, it's a familiar conversation because I've had this conversation with Days before. And every time he comes from that space, he ends up dropping something fire. And Days, I just thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you for this because I'm with Streets yesterday in the car. We on the way to another podcast to go do an interview. And we get in the car. This is what came up. He's like, yo, you love this album, bro. I'm like, yeah. We had Diamond the Body here last week. Diamond Body walks in. We playing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing this nonstop, bro. And I'm probably on the way home from here. I'm probably going to listen to this again. I love this album, bro. Like, it's not. Like, this was great, bro. Like, this was a really phenomenal body of work, bro. And I commend you, man, for real. So, without further ado, my nigga, you already know what the fuck we gave this, man. We gave this a 5 out of 5. Shout out.
Yes, well deserved.
Dirty Hawks. Copper.
Well deserved.
My nigga. Goddamn.
I thought we was going to have to kick somebody out the group chat.
We literally already planned to jump whoever messed up the radio.
I was just going to go outside and flatten their tires and not say shit.
Three of them.
You know what I mean?
Just
like, get home now, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Jump on that bat bus.
Yo.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, yeah, thank you, bro. Dirty Hawk shit. My Hawky. But all right, man, let's get into the shits.
all right.
What y'all got, man?
What you got?
Kanye West.
Crazy.
God
Crazy.
damn.
A leather KKK outfit is insane. With a fucking bedazzled swastika. Nigga's insane. Commit that nigga, please. Please.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely insane. I don't know if he's full-fledged insane.
He don't have enough people around him that love him, man, because that shit crazy.
You know what it is? He don't respect nobody.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
Like, everybody who works for him is less rich than him, and that he's gonna remind them that you don't have enough money to tell me what to do, right? so with that, who's he gonna listen to, bro?
Right.
Anybody with money is not gonna waste their time talking to Kanye.
Yeah, because they too busy getting money.
Yeah.
And he's trying. It's almost like he's trying to figure out how he can lose all his money. Like he's just wilding.
Yeah.
Look. I don't. You know. Go ahead, Belsky. This is long-winded for me.
Go ahead. I don't even know what's going on for real. I seen a clip. I don't even know to what extent like this goes. However, I feel like, there's symbolism behind it being an all black,
Now I'm with you. I'm staying with you. I'm staying with you. I'm with you.
I feel like
I'm with you.
There's some symbolism behind the all black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just taking the power back.
Yeah. Taking it back.
Taking it back.
It's like the first nigga who said nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you hear that?
Understand me?
You feel that? Huh?
Yeah, like take it back.
Like, yeah.
Take the power back.
Yeah.
Which is what we really do need to
What's
do.
good, my nigga? What the fuck you say to me? Yeah. You feel that?
Yeah. Blue Bloods blend.
But all right. Prior to that interview with academics, he went on a tangent on X. Right, I'm gonna call it X for y'all now because y'all was coming at me last week. It's not Twitter, it's X, you old nigga.
What?
Right?
It's been X for like not even a year. Relax.
It's been whatever. I don't give a fuck what the fuck it's been. It's Twitter.
Twitter.
Right? Right.
Twitter.
Because it's like when you send a message on X, ain't it still a tweet? Right? But anyway, he went. A lot of the shit Kanye be saying, I ain't gonna hold you. I be agreeing.
Okay.
Oh boy.
The shit that pissed me off.
Calling that man insane is dismissive, I think.
The shit that pissed me off was the kids shit. When he started coming for Jay and Beyonce's kids.
What did he say about the kids?
He said they're His exact words. Oh my God. He went on the internet and said that. He did that. He said, this nigga's insane. He said, has anybody seen Beyonce and Jay-Z's youngest kid? No, because he's fucking or something like that, right? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, you gotta chill, bro. Like, there's some way where you draw the line where it's like, all right, I'm crazy, but am I stupid too?
You might be.
You know what I mean? Like, what? This is somebody who, yeah, he didn't sign, and then he goes off and says, yeah, fuck Jay-Z, fuck Beyonce, ain't nobody scared of y'all, something like that. And remember, Dame Dash signed me, not Jay-Z. He's not lying about that. That is a fact. But you also got to remember, after the Dame Dash era, who did you cling to? Jigga Man, Jay-Z,
album with him.
Watch the Throne.
Yeah.
Now, at that time, I do feel Jay-Z needed Kanye more than Kanye needed Jay-Z at that time, because Jay-Z was still trying to stay relevant. He was trying to play the backgrounds, but he was, with that allure and all of that. But he still needed somebody hot enough to keep him upper echelon. And that was Kanye West. It made sense because after the split, I had to get off the boat so I could walk on water like that. Jay-Z was in his bag, nigga. What? So that happened. That era happened. And then, Taylor, I'm going to let you finish. but Beyonce had the best music video of all time or whatever it was, right? So you thought they was a real tight-knit thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because nobody asked Ye to do that. I'm pretty sure Jigga called him stupid as fuck after that award show. Like, why you do that dumb shit? Right? Now, behind closed doors, we don't know what personal shit look like. All we can tell you is what it looks like to the public. But you should never, ever, 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 ever say some shit like that about somebody's kids. I don't care if they're your enemy, especially not somebody you once loved. Because if you love somebody, love is forever. You might not like them no more, but you should still love them. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me. So that's that. The KKK shit, though.
Bro.
I don't know.
I'm not really that mad about it.
Oh, shoot.
And let me tell you why.
Please elaborate.
For one, the robe was black, like Bell stated earlier.
You know them fucking hunkies wear the black shit too?
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Nigga, like
maybe
the
maybe
Supreme Grand Wizards, they be wearing the black
shit.
So yeah.
So man said Supreme
I'm
Grand Wizards.
dead ass.
All right, no, listen, hear me.
I'm
Stay with me
hearing
now.
you.
Bro.
That actually ties into what I was about to say even more.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You literally, I think he said that shit like to piss those niggas off. Do you understand? Like, bro, in somewhere in rural America, a Saxon's head exploded when he seen Kanye in that fucking suit, bro.
So you saying he killed like a quarter of the KKK?
Oh my God. There was like,
stress alone.
They're like, oh my God. Is he cosplaying us right now?
You know, it reminds me of the Dave Chappelle skit of the blind.
Bro, this man made swastika t-shirts and got paid mad bread. You know how many neo-Nazis is losing their fucking minds, bro? They're like, how dare this nigga do this? And he's like, I'm a Nazi. I think that shit's genius, bro. What?
That shit sound like an episode of fucking South Park.
Yo, it's like,
Nazi.
yo, bro, it's like, who's gonna stop me from saying I'm a Nazi?
A Nazi.
Boss.
A Nazi.
But can they? He's too rich.
That's true.
What you gonna do? All right, go ahead. Try to burn down Kanye's house. Good luck, nigga.
Right.
The fuck? Like, come on, man. And which house is he at? The nigga got so many houses. How you gonna find him? Bro, that's why, like, when I seen that and I'm like, yo, the imagery is insane, right? Because knowing who's under that black robe, a black man who we hail as one of the most, genius musicians of our generation.
Yeah.
Calling niggas gets and shit.
Mercy.
He called everybody a Jim Jones,
Oh,
Jay-Z.
What? They over here like, how I get in this?
Nah, Jim Jones, I guess, did some greasy shit for him. If you let him tell it. He went crazy, but the one, and maybe this is just me being cynical and trying to pick apart something good out of this shit, but I do feel like that was intentional. Like, he said, yo, I'm going to make a swastika t-shirt and niggas going to buy it because I'm Kanye. And he was right. Because that shit sold out in minutes.
Right.
Okay? That shit sold out mad fast. And who the fuck is buying this shit?
No, for real though, who is buying? But I mean, Kanye has like a cult like following as well. Like, there are people that you cannot make them hate Kanye ever, no matter what he do.
The nigga dropped some socks with some rubber pads on the bottom and called them shoes. Niggas bought them. I almost bought them and shit. It was $20. I almost bought them. I ain't gonna hold you. But then I was like, yo, Chiz, what are you doing? Right when I was at checkout, I was like, yo, man. My thing was like, man, you done spent $20 on worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, over bullshit, nigga, right? That's like, you know, it's like 2 honey packs at the gas station.
This nigga.
What is a honey pack though? I don't get it. Yeah.
We gotta talk about that offline. This motherfucker.
Like honey.
What is a honey pack?
Right?
This nigga.
But I could have got me some Yeezy pods, right?
Get on my last name.
Pods wouldn't have been nearly as fun, though.
No.
But god damn, did he piss these Saxons off? So if any black man in America wants to piss Saxons off, I'm kind of here for it. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. Like, it's my pleasure. You understand me? If we get any, just bam, 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 in the Saxon's ass. Yo, if any, you know what I mean? If there's like, if you ask me what my favorite pastimes are.
What?
My favorite pastimes, pissing Saxons off.
Okay.
Definitely top 3. Definitely top 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, yo, yay. You did some shit, my nigga. You know what I mean? Do I think you need to stay on your meds? Probably.
He got beds? He's on beds?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, he's diagnosed with shit, right? Bipolar disorder, some other shit.
He's a little, different.
Yeah. Oh, ain't that shit he going through with his BM, whatever, but, whatever.
Kim?
Yeah. This nigga gonna say on that.
Why you say it like you know her?
Kim? Like you said.
Yeah, that's his BM.
You're like, Kim?
I'm supposed to address this Saxon bitch?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm supposed to give a fuck about her slave name?
Okay. All right. Slave name?
Kardashian.
This dude.
What?
You are absurd, bro. That nigga is Middle Eastern, bro.
Are they?
Yes, the dad is like...
They're Armenian.
Yes.
You don't think there was slaves in Armenia? Whoever
I don't know, actually.
Oh, my God.
Armenia?
Them niggas invented slavery, my nigga.
Boy.
All them sand niggas that created slavery, bro.
All them what?
Sand niggas.
Oh.
Actually, I think that was Egypt.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Africa. My bad. Never mind.
I'm crying.
Yeah, they're not even sand niggas. They're not even niggas. But anyway.
This dude Chiz be making me not want to come back here.
Yo, Rick be so scared that
I'm
his
like, yo,
image
you
is gonna be
serious?
tarnished.
I'm going to get fired because of you.
No, it's not. How you gonna get fired? You were just here.
This
You were just present.
This nigga Chiz is violent, bro. Like, he's verbally violent.
I don't work for anybody right now, so I don't give a
My
fuck.
nigga said sand N-words.
But yeah, man. Yeah, he's on that shit, man. All right, gang. What else do we have, man? I feel like we had some other shit.
Trump trying to deport everybody. Did you know?
Yeah,
that?
we already knew that.
That's your boy.
That's my man. Shout out to Trump.
That's
Big
your
T.
uncle.
Big T, not the low one.
Wow.
Stupid. She's trying to deport people who are here.
We could talk about
legally.
Silk at
as well.
MFA and how Samba performed and
Did
how.
you go?
Huh?
Did you go?
No, I didn't go. Somebody was there and they live streamed it so I could see, and I enjoyed that and watching.
that's
So I
nice.
just really wanted to see Samba perform, and he did a great job. So shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Samba, man. Shout out to MFA. Shout out Silk.
Silk doing their thing in the city, man.
Yeah, I mean, DJ Real P, the whole crew, Herv, Daisy.
There's gonna
In
be
the
a lot
glow.
of babies by the end of this year. They've been making
Yo,
a lot of
DJ
babies.
Real P said that.
There's gonna be a lot of
It's
babies.
a whole
man.
lot of couples that come from
Yeah.
Silk and a whole lot of babies that come
Hell
from
yeah,
Silk. Okay?
lot of-
Silk babies, Silk relationships, Silk marriages, Silk
Silk
mess.
sheets, you heard?
Just all kinds.
A lot of bumping and
Let's
grinding,
go.
man.
Let's
Silk
go.
sheets, Silk pajamas, Silk boxers,
Yeah.
everything Silk. Okay?
Oh, let's talk about the YNs, man.
Uh-oh.
What
At
are
the
we talking
Reggie.
about
At the
now?
Reggie, man.
Oh yeah,
At the job fair, man.
yeah.
You little niggas suck.
Wait. Wait. It wasn't even what you think it was.
All right, so go ahead.
Right?
Elaborate, Lauren Lorenzo.
Because now, what was being reported was that there was like this big brawl and there was this fight and it ended the job fair and all of this stuff. But that's not necessarily what it was. It wasn't as big as they were trying to make it.
Oh, is Michelle Wu on her bullshit again?
I'm not sure about that. I can't.
That fucking
confirm.
duck sauce sipping bitch.
No, yeah. Well, duck sauce is good. It's delicious, actually. Just wanted to put
Depends
that.
on where you get it from.
Yeah, it does depend on where you get it from. Right. That's for sure. Because all duck sauce is not created equal.
It's not. I bet you she can't make no good duck sauce.
But Jesus.
She been sucking Saxon dick for 2 months.
I heard.
Oh my god.
that
that
it was just it was just commotion, you know. It was just commotion. That's it. Some kids was running. Yeah, a lot of just.
I heard somebody got stabbed.
Nobody got stabbed and nobody got hurt. Who told you that?
I got my sources.
You don't. You just try to. You just threw that in there like that did not happen. That did not happen. Okay, people who were there said it wasn't even all that.
It was a reliable source.
It was just like when you see people running or like a lot is going on.
Whenever black people start running, everybody runs. Nigga. I remember watching the Roots video, what they do. And there was a scene where mad niggas is like running through an alley and like going on to a main street and like there was a caption like, where are we running to? Right? That's what happens when niggas start running. Niggas don't know what the fuck's going on. They see a crowd of niggas running. They're like, yeah, we out.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting pummeled. That's what's going to happen. That's the end.
Pummeled is a crazy word.
Pummeled is crazy.
Niggas is getting bulldozed, nigga, for no reason.
Bulldoze is not better.
Pummeled, bulldozed. Mollywop.
Just bombarded, nigga.
There's a lot of different words you can use. Yeah.
Mollywop and bushwhacked is crazy too.
Bushwhacked is hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna. However, what the way that they were making it seem wasn't all of that, and it is, it was unfortunate that the commotion caused the job fair to end and things of that nature, but I think it was just blown out of proportion.
So you say.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't trust these YNs at all. These little niggas suck. Niggas is talking about job fair. Nah, nigga, it's the op fair. Nigga, I'm about to go find my ops. Nigga. You niggas is trying to find a job.
Yo, please.
I'm trying to find a job as a hitman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these little niggas is wildin'. And this is not a call to action for you niggas to do something, man. It's a call to action to get you niggas to relax. Y'all lives ain't even that hard. Some of y'all niggas might be foster kids. You know what I mean? So I get why you mad.
Oh, mercy.
You know what I'm saying? But life is harsh. Hug me. You know what I mean?
What?
I'm going to give you little niggas hugs. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I see one of you disgruntled little motherfuckers. Disgruntled. I'm going to just give you a hug, my nigga, because I feel like your fathers ain't hugging you enough, man. Mm-hmm. Holla at Uncle Chuck, man. I'm giving out free hugs for the rest of 2025, man. You all right?
Okay.
That's nice of you.
You angry little fucks.
That man is not hugging nobody. I don't even think are you capable of hugging?
Give me a hug, man.
You hear that? That's aggressive. I don't want it. I don't want it. Keep it. That is aggressive as heck.
Keep it.
I don't want that hug. I'm get choked. I will not. I'll wake up tomorrow like, what happened?
Imagine me trying to defuse a gunfight.
No.
Talk about give me a hug and this little nigga shoots me.
F that hug. Old ass.
Boy, yo, come on, man. Give me a hug.
Young blood.
Just get a shot straight to my thigh like, oh my God.
You wouldn't make it out.
Oh, yeah. I don't trust you little fucks. You niggas.
Outs?
You
That's
little
what they
niggas
call
scared me, man, because y'all don't believe anything bad can happen to y'all.
Yeah, I'm good.
This was a positive event. Y'all had the ancient Chinese secret bitch run it for y'all, man.
For you.
And then y'all just fucked it up. Y'all should have did that shit in Chinatown. But y'all did that shit at the Reggie, in the hood. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta stereotype us, man? We should take all the violence to Chinatown from now on. If you want to do some dumb shit, go to Chinatown with that shit. And remind them about them fucking 2 niggas who killed all them niggas in Chinatown and they never caught them. They ain't talking about that shit no more.
They really never caught them.
Because they're Chinese.
Yo, leave me alone. They really murdered them people and never.
Yeah, like 8 niggas died. Nobody cares.
They got. Well, but then didn't they flee?
Who knows?
To wherever. They probably got plastic surgery and look like completely different people.
Probably Michelle Wu's uncle. We'll never know. We can't confirm it.
His political views have nothing to do with me.
They were Chinese.
I live in Brockton.
Yeah, they was Chinese or Vietnamese. One of them shits. One of them eases.
Mercy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't want. It's okay, Rick. You're not gonna get fired. Don't worry about it.
Well, man,
Listen,
I'm ready to. I'm about to walk off the set.
He's drafting the rest of the resignation.
I'm about to Gronkowski spike this microphone and walk out of here, man. This man Chiz is unhinged.
I just want to let you little niggas know that I hate y'all, man.
Nah, this is him every day.
Yeah, this is regular.
And I want y'all to like understand that y'all have hope, but y'all keep reminding us why we shouldn't trust y'all.
I really want to understand though, like, are YNs only in the street, or are they also like this at home? Because I feel like most people who act this way come from good homes, and then they just want to be reckless.
There's signs though. Like if your son was making his animal crackers fight and shit, and just biting off their heads like, ah.
Oh my gosh. Edit that out.
It was probably one of them niggas that was at the Reggie. Like, come on. Reggie Lewis didn't die for this shit.
Nah, come on. I don't think Reggie Lewis died for anything.
Well, he died for some other shit. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, but whatever. I mean, you know what I mean?
This guy is something else.
And honestly, from what I'm hearing, it was really just a small group of people. It wasn't even like I said, I feel like it was over exaggerated as far as
all right, here's my thing. Why did they have to shut down the whole job fair? Because one little fight and my mom got scared. Seriously, was that necessary? They couldn't isolate a small little fight.
And another thing. For an event that big, that's going to amass this many
there's a whole track
right across, not too far from the headquarters. I feel like there just should have been more security just to kind of like deter that kind of like behavior and energy and things like that, because there were a lot of companies there and there were individuals who actually wanted to, find employment.
Well, that's on the Wu dynasty.
Why you don't like that? What she do to you?
What did she do to me?
Yeah.
You got time?
No.
Oh, I guess not.
No.
I guess we don't have time.
No.
Well, there you go. I don't know.
But,
I don't know anything about that woman.
Anyway, I know she's a Saxon sucker.
Sheesh. How do you know that?
Look it up.
I'm not looking anything up.
Look it up.
I don't want to know anything. If you're playing me, keep it on the low.
She got half Szechuan.
My heart can't take it anymore.
She has half Szechuan and half pot roast babies.
An old clip of Bow Wow is circulating. An old clip of Bow Wow is circulating on the internet following a domestic incident with his ex-girlfriend. Now, in this clip, you can see that he is clearly in distress, and he's describing to the police officers what his actual girlfriend did to him and how she assaulted him. And you can see that the officers seemingly get disappointed when they realize that he actually didn't do anything wrong at all and that he was the one that was being abused and assaulted and not the woman. Now, this begs the question, right? I see this all the time. In addition to this, the Bow Wow clip, I saw this teacher get arrested because she was having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old student. And a lot of the people in the comments was like, I wish I had a teacher like that. Why did my teachers look like that?
Me too.
However, if it were a male teacher on the other end, no, it's not.
But there it is.
That's the problem. Is that
did you forget that I told you I believe in double standards?
That's great. Double standards exist. That doesn't mean that they're right.
All right, here's my thing.
Sexual assault, rape, and pedophilia is the same. I don't got to put my hand down. It is the same for both genders. It is wrong on both ends. Y'all over-sexualize women and give them a pass for everything. No grown woman should be having any sexual relation with a 16-year-old child.
I agree.
Now,
it's not okay.
And
then if it was a man, he'd be getting crucified quite literally.
Here's the thing, right? I agree with you.
And also, to that, men being abused by women is literally taken as a joke, where on the other end, it's taken so seriously, like, oh, like he shouldn't have did that. Da-da-da. A man chokes a woman out and he should be under the jail. A woman beats a man with a lamp and he's the problem. How is that possible? Why are you laughing with a straight face? You even smile when you laughed.
Because the lamp didn't break fast enough.
That's not funny. That's really not funny.
All right, here's the thing. Yeah, that's not funny. Bad joke. All right, right? So, what if the little nigga liked it, right? What if he wanted to fuck his teacher?
Doesn't matter. Right? She should have a moral compass
Listen,
that leads her in a direction that does not result in pedophilia.
I understand what you're saying, Bells, right?
In statutory rape.
But I remember being a young boy in school, and there was some teachers that was pressured, right? And I'm like,
you know what?
And I'm like, on a glorious day, if she would ever at 16, Bells.
What Bells? What? I've never had this thought.
I'm not saying you did, but you had 16-year-old friends when you was 16, male friends, and they was fucking, right? Yeah, right. Okay. So, what the heck? So, if you had a fine ass teacher that was with the shits, you'd be more mad at your mom going through your phone and finding out than anything. So, no. Let me land this plane. Stop. I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
Yeah, go ahead. Right? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It doesn't. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it morally correct.
Okay.
Right? But I know some young niggas, when I was a young nigga, who was in that situation, and he loved it, right? Bitches buying him gold chains, letting him drive, let him drive the Benzo. You know what I mean? He was dripped the fuck out. He had all the Jabot jeans. You know what I mean? Different colors. You know what I mean? It was lit. I'm like, yo, let's go out in the Benzo. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna hold you, that I mean, that older woman was as fine as she wanted to be. In my eyes.
Sick as well.
In my eyes, when I was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't wrapped too tight.
No.
But to whose detriment? So that's the angle that the people in the comments are thinking with. I want you to understand that, right? Because if nobody's really hurt, right, in that regard, if the victim is enjoying the fallacies or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
You just throwing words in there for nothing. Like, just talking to talk.
All right. If the victim's having a good time, is he a victim?
Yes.
He is.
How?
Because he is being made to think that it's a good time. It's not okay, bro.
Bro, he's 16.
Okay. Because the problem is, why is it a problem if it were a male teacher and a 16-year-old girl, but it's not a problem if it's a female teacher and a 16-year-old boy? This is still a child.
Because of double standards.
I have a 15-year-old. I would beat up any teacher that had sex with my son.
Like,
it just
why?
doesn't make
That's
sense.
sickening. And not only that, but the text messages that they that you know were exposed or whatever, it's like you thought that you were in a full-blown relationship with a 16-year-old boy who has not matured, who is not an adult, who has not even gone through life yet, who cannot possibly
she was married too, right?
And she's married.
She's married. That's weird.
Whore.
Cheated on your husband with a 16-year-old
child.
kid.
Not only are you a whore, you're
with
sick.
a child. And
throw that bitch under the jail.
Not only that,
Sick
okay?
whore.
There were text messages, but there were notes. She had like notes that she was keeping for when she was texting the boy, talking about his you know, of age girlfriend, you know, his girlfriend who is the same age as him probably, and saying things like, I would have given you anything, and and you cheated on me. And it's like, okay, so you guys were in a full-blown relationship. You were in a full-blown relationship with a child, and you thought that that was okay? That is strange. It is odd. It is sick, and it's not okay.
Yeah,
It's
throw
grooming.
her under the jail.
And then
Throw
she was
away the
confused
fucking
about
key.
why she was being arrested.
Fuck,
Man.
I saw that video.
You fucking dummy.
And her husband was there. Her husband was in the
Yeah,
passenger
he didn't
seat,
even know
right?
what was going on. Poor guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't know nothing.
Poor
My
John.
wife, he about to drop her off at work to where she committed the crime.
Fucking John. I'm sorry, brother.
It's not funny, but my thing is,
Is that his name, John? I feel
I don't know
he
what
looked
his
like a
name
John.
was. I don't know what his name was, but the double standard thing does not. It shouldn't be a thing, because if you think about it in a different perspective, if it was your child, if it was your daughter, you would be ready to rip that man's head off.
Absolutely.
But if it was your son, you'd be ready to pat him on the back and congratulate him.
I would have asked him, did he enjoy it?
That doesn't make sense, Charlie, because
Why?
you wouldn't ask your daughter that question.
No, I would not.
No, so it's wrong, period. Gender aside.
Okay.
And then, okay, that's that.
Why wouldn't you ask your daughter if she enjoyed it?
Because she's my daughter.
But that's your son.
Yeah. You see, I think about it as me at 16 years old, right?
You can't do that.
But you also got to know your kid, right? And you know, you're going to know what your kid's capable of at 16, right? And look, I have a son. He's very little, so obviously my mind's not there, like not even a little bit. You're closer to that.
Yes.
Right? So why don't you give perspective on that? Because my thing is just more like, had my kid been like me when I was 16, I know he would have been all right.
Okay.
Had it been a situation that, you know what I mean, he wasn't upset about.
Right. You know, I'm going to say this right now. 16, when we were 16, is not the same 16 as today.
And every generation is going to say that.
All right. So the biggest thing I could say as a parent is that my son doesn't even understand his own feelings.
Yeah.
I have to have conversations with him so he could actually break down whatever feelings that or decipher whatever he thinks he's going through, because he can't determine if he feels good or if he feels bad. And to me, that's a lot, because that's not something that I was provided with as a parent. I didn't have a parent that was sitting down with me and saying, hey, how do you feel, man? What's going on through your mind? I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have somebody that was questioning my happiness or my sadness. That's not a thing. This day and age, I'm constantly asking my son, how you feeling? Are you happy? Are you sad? Is there anything that I could do for you? Because I feel like we grew up with MapQuest, which means we had to figure life out.
We had to print out directions.
That means that you was driving to New York or wherever the hell you were going with a piece of paper in your hand.
Agawam, Massachusetts.
And you had to follow those directions. These kids constantly have a GPS that shows them exactly where they need to go.
Yeah.
And with that, they lose insight onto how to navigate life properly because they are constantly being told what to do.
Yeah.
They have no instincts. They don't have the same instincts that we had. We had to really fend for ourselves, bro. We were on the train at 10, 11 years old, going downtown and hanging out. My son is not allowed to go downtown. So as far as a teacher having sex with my son and then me asking my son, did you enjoy it? That conversation would probably result in us having to go to therapy, because he would not be able to articulate what he actually felt throughout that whole situation. I'm closer to that age range than you are, Charlie. So right now you're saying one thing, but I think the perspective would change with age. And as you watch your son develop, you'll realize that he's not the same as you.
And you also had kids much younger than I did. Right?
Yeah, I did.
So I think the perspective to his age and your age play, a factor to that too.
Yeah.
But also, again, like, I understand the angle. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, morally, it's incorrect, right? But that bitch is tapped. What the fuck is wrong with her, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You for one, you're a grown ass fucking woman, right?
And married.
Right. And married.
To an adult.
Right. To another adult that you're doing adult things with. They probably own a home. Right.
Yeah, in the driveway that she got arrested.
You know what I mean? Like they doing real life adult shit. And you talking to a young nigga like he's cheating on you?
Yeah.
With his high school sweetheart?
Yo.
You mean the nigga's just being a kid?
Yeah, that's a mental disorder.
The fuck? Yeah.
Yo.
She's clearly tapped.
Yeah, and the worst part is that she had
and I want y'all to understand, like, a lot of this is comical, right? For me. Like,
for you, yes.
I don't take a lot of shit seriously, right? So stop it. I mean, y'all are getting real heavy. Right?
Because it's heavy.
But I get the sentiment. I understand. Like, yes, morally, it is fucked up.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, if I was sophomore in high school and that fine ass teacher that I thought, you know what I mean? I would be like, hey, let me get some extra credit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Different.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not even what you're describing right now is not even what that is. Like, this lady literally had like a whole notepad where she was manifesting things like, he's gonna break up with his girlfriend. He's gonna ask me to, like, he's going to try to fix
if
things
this was
with
me in this case, it would have been a whole different story. It would have been like 16-year-old student shoots teacher and finds her body. Like, you know what I mean? It would have ended so much different. How about, this bitch is tapped? What the fuck? I thought you were just giving me some pussy. What the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? What? You love me?
Yeah, I want you to break up with your girl. I will take
Bitch, give me straight A's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
You are so unserious. moving on.
You are very unserious.
Moving on from the subject because I don't have a son. I don't have a son who is that age, but I know that the teacher would be getting dragged, and I would turn her every which way but loose.
So this means I passed, right?
Passed what? You passed your own test. Like, you got 100 on your own test. You did great. You did great. But that brings me back to the subject of like,
go to sleep during the test. Like,
no,
it don't matter.
That brings me back to the subject of men being abused. Like, why is that not a like?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. YG actually just made a song about that. He said it. He was like, he said, I forget how old he said he was. He was like, that was the first bar. When I was a kid, I got raped or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, some bitch brought me to the crib, blah, 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 blah. And he said it was the first time he spoke about it. And at the time when you're a kid, you think it's lit, right? You think, yo, it's fire. This older bitch wants to, give me some pussy, whatever.
And she's sick.
But when you become an adult and you realize, like, oh shit, like, that was rape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not going to not be rape. Like, it's always going to be rape. It's just in the moment for a lot of young dudes who are able to handle that situation at the time, they going to think it's a thrill.
Until that future trauma comes in.
Right.
And that's what the problem is. When you're 30 years old and you're going through life and you got to unpack that shit, and that's where the problem lies.
I got a family member who real shit, like, serious chiz, right? I'm younger than him. He grew up in a different state than me. And I heard of that story. It was actually his mom's friend. And I remember us being young and he was telling me about it. And he was excited about it, like, telling me about it. Now the nigga is a fucking fiend, nigga. I don't know what got him to that fiend level. I don't know.
Your perspective as an adult man and as a child
I don't know
is not the same.
What got him to that dark place, but when you start thinking about life and all the different things that happened that didn't go your way, and trauma and all that different things, all those different things, that could have played a factor into why he's where he is right now.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So I get y'all, man. I'm just making some jokes, man. Laugh at me, man.
Now, hold on. I wanted to talk about something, right? Real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But there's a TikToker, right? There's all these social media couples and there's TikTok couples and blah, blah, blah. Now, there's a TikTok girl couple. The boyfriend shot her in her head, right? After an altercation, an argument, whatever the case may be. And look, okay? Now, y'all can see that half her head is...
It's gone.
Right?
Okay.
Now, in this video, she's saying that she knows that it was a mistake. It was an accident. He would never do that on purpose. And my thing is, how does someone accidentally shoot you on purpose? How does someone accidentally shoot you?
Well, accidentally shooting somebody is a real thing.
Yeah, but you're arguing.
But if in the head, I don't think that was an accident.
You're arguing and you got shot in the head and it's an accident. I want to know, where during the argument did the gun end up in your hand?
We got to ask that guy, man.
Like,
look, that is crazy.
There's a lot of different guns on the market. I don't know what kind of gun it was.
No, why? Why was it in your hand? Why did you go reach for it?
No, that part is very important, right? But what I will say is that certain triggers are testier than others, right? But I don't believe this incident was an accident, right? Like, you shoot a girl in the head, bro, and then be like, oh, my bad. Like, what the fuck? Like, because you got into an argument with your chick, you want to shoot her now?
But they're still together after the fact.
He's not in jail?
No.
What do you mean, no?
He's not in jail.
How? Why?
Because apparently everybody was saying that, like, it was an accident. He didn't do it on purpose, whatever the case may be. And I don't know. Maybe she didn't want to press charges.
Whose gun was it?
No idea. I don't know that
So
part.
It wasn't an illegal gun, obviously, if he's not in jail. So it was
But does
registered.
that matter if it's a legal gun or an illegal gun? When you
because
shoot
if
somebody in
it
the
was
head?
illegal, that means it was stolen, right?
He'd be in jail.
So you're going to jail for a stolen gun, right?
Okay.
So, but if it's registered to him, all she really has to say was an accident, like by law, like, which is kind of fucked up. But hey,
That's just. I think that there's a very, very, very like. I don't know.
This is America.
Baby, you shoot me in the head, we cannot be together. I could have died.
Well, he blew away the fucking part of reasoning that was in her brain. Nigga, that shit's on the carpet, nigga. Fuck you,
I'm not trying to laugh. That's not funny. That is not funny. Not
that
funny.
shit's gone.
Not funny.
Reasoning thing is gone.
I
Right.
guess that is true. I don't know. However, you shoot me in the head and I survive, I cannot be in the same home as you.
Can she speak straight?
Yeah, she speaks fine.
It's okay. I forgive you.
No. She actually like. I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. Stop. Okay, I'm not laughing. This is ridiculous. I can't talk about nothing serious on here. All right, I can't talk about anything serious, so let's move on. Move on. Would you rather be married or have children?
The fuck? I got both. I'm fucked.
Yeah, but no, but which one though?
I can't. Even
Which is a
choose.
bigger commitment, marriage or children?
Both.
Marriage.
Marriage is a bigger commitment than children.
Yeah, because the children are yours. Like, they're always going to be yours.
Yeah.
You have to pick your spouse every day. You have to choose them over and over and over again.
You have a potential of losing that spouse. Man.
Yeah, you can't.
That's
you
true.
can't choose your children. Like, nigga, they're yours,
They're
nigga.
yours,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
like you own them. That's it.
Yeah, they're your property, nigga.
That's it.
They're your slaves.
Okay. You just a little. You gotta always take a little step further.
Yeah,
it gotta
he's
always
extreme.
be something like extra.
Just next level.
It don't. It can't ever just be like, yeah, this is the instant.
He doesn't like being even killed. He's just like fucking to the top.
Oh shit.
Wise man.
Well, yo, man, let's bring us in for a landed.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
We have
please.
fun. I cracked enough jokes. Y'all are taking all the fun out of everything.
Yes.
This nigga.
Fun police. But there
Chiz
was nothing
W.
fun about
Bush.
the jokes,
You got
though. These jokes were not enjoyable.
Oh my God, Charlie, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Chiz
Like,
W. Bush really came, did his thing today, man.
Chiz Trump.
Chiz Trump.
Okay?
Chiz Trump don't sound bad,
Yeah.
nigga. I mean, shout out my nigga Big T. You know what I'm saying?
Stand him. What if he says your mama gotta go? If she hit legally.
Nah, she's legal.
But that doesn't matter.
That's all right.
He's letting all the he don't care who you are.
Chiz is gonna be like, yo, ma, I'll drive you to the
Chilean,
airport.
Yo,
Haitian.
She's
Mexican.
76, my nigga. She already lived her life. She'll be all right.
Drive her to the airport. Like, I got you, ma. Don't worry.
Well,
I got
Fuzzy
you.
Mummy.
I'm going to send her money through Com.
Yeah, that's
Cam.
it.
Oh my God, is Cam still a thing?
Absolutely.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Money transfers is never going away.
Cam, oh my God.
I mean, all right, mommy, shit him, love. Bye. I'm playing.
Not bye. That's not okay.
All right, yo.
Oh, wait. I want to talk about one more thing, please. This is the last thing.
here we go.
This is the last thing. Dwayne Wade has a man purse. Okay?
Dwayne Wade's a
Let me just ask y'all
He
this
needs
question.
to just come out the closet in 2025, and then we could all just put this to bed. Like stop. I don't want to talk about Dwayne Wade. He's gay. All right. He let his son become a daughter.
Oh no! Stop!
Stop watching porn.
The volume. Stop! Why isn't it?
Just lock
Why
it.
am
Just lock it.
silent?
What is wrong with you? You forgot how to use an iPhone?
Wow. You look like a gunman doing that.
Like,
I was through the phone. Did you watch Best Man? He took the dude's phone and was like, and just
spiked
slammed it on the floor.
You gave me those vibes.
My bad. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
but yeah, Dwayne Wade is. Come on, nobody gives a fuck.
You would never wear a man purse?
Why the fuck would I do that?
Ooh, aggressive. Would you wear a man purse?
No. No, for
It's just
what?
a pouch.
I have a woman that can hold the purse.
You can put Q-tips in there and
I don't need all that.
sanitizer.
This conversation is dead. Nobody takes Dwayne Wade seriously. The nigga has like a nail polish line or some shit like that. All right, like shut up, bro. Any grown man who's gonna let their 12 or 13-year-old kid choose a gender, bro, you lost all credibility as a man, my nigga. You got no balls, my nigga. Like you don't have the balls to even fucking steer your own household in the right direction, my nigga. You failed your child, you bitch ass nigga.
Oh my
Fuck
gosh.
D Wade, bro. Like I don't respect the nigga, bro. All them rings, nigga, all them ill ass highlights, my nigga. He was a nice ass basketball player, my nigga. But it's like once he left the NBA, he just became this bitch. And like fuck him, bro. I don't even want to talk about D Wade.
Okay.
All right, let's bring this in for a landing. That was rather aggressive. D Wade still my mans. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. That's my nigga. You know what I mean? Shout out to Marquette. Shout out to fucking Miami. I've been a Dwayne Wade fan forever. This nigga Chiz is a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
This nigga.
Shout out to Pat Riley, man.
Wow.
Celtics and 6.
Celtics and 6 is funny.
D Wade, D Fade, whatever. Celtics and 6, nigga. Come on. CWTFB Radio, man, episode 262. I'm Charlie Machine. This is my Choco Bliss, Honey Kiss, Never Miss, my good sis. Big bells from a big block. I mean, we got the fun police right here, Big Brother Rick.
I don't approve of Chiz's messages.
Yeah, I mean, we love y'all, man. We in the Sound Lab. Till next week, we out here, baby. Come on, man.
Love y'all, man.
Busy always laughing with a straight face. Nothing's funny.
Chiz already know I'm always gonna do that.
He thought you running for mayor, my nigga?
I might be, bro. You never know, man.
Yeah, get that bitch woo out of here.
I'll be the first felon mayor in fucking Massachusetts.
Yes, I'll vote for you.
Get that sweet and sour bitch out of here.